USC's been struggling, and Josh Gaddis, new coordinator, not on the same page with his quarterback.
Henry Parrish on first down.
And North Carolina struggled stopping the run all year.
It's Parrish again. Try to cut it back into a wall at the line of Miami. The last 2 games, 12 for 34 on third down. Here's Van Dyke with time, slings it complete, and extra effort gets a first down across the 4.
Well, it's a drop 8. Everybody's sitting back for North Carolina. It's just excellent by Redding after the catch. You see he's going to make that initial defense.
And Redding with the second effort getting the first down to help grow that confidence of his quarterback. Here's Parrish running right, and he is Van Dyke to the air, and he's got a man close to the first. So it's third down and 2 in North Carolina territory. They'll keep it on the ground, and the heels are all over it. Jalen Knighton push goes for it on fourth down.
Noah Taylor sets the edge at the defensive end, but then it's 33 Cedric Gray downhill right now, making that play for a loss. Huge stop for Gene Chizik in this Tar Heel.
Miami can answer. Had a good start to that last drive, crossing midfield, but then they had to punt. Here's Parrish coming back to Florida where he grew up. He'll get it again off the right side this time. And rushing yards in high school here in Florida. Play action here for Van Dyke with time, and that pass a little bit off but caught, and a first down, gain of 11.
No question, freeze the linebackers there with the play action, and as you mentioned, pass a little off target. Good catch radius by Mallory.
Van Dyke to the air again with time again over the middle. Again, not on target, but the catch.
Josh Gaddis and a nice grab from Smith in the open field.
Good start for Van Dyke, 4 of 4, even though, again, the passes have not been exactly.
Dyke can help. That'll make things better in this pass game.
Van Dyke with a long throw here, and it's dropped. It's something he pointed out when we spoke with him the other day. Going to take off here, and belted in the back.
Again, back on the sidelines. How about down up the corner blitz, and he brings his corner. Tony Grimes comes absolute lead. You grabbed that on the road in the first quarter.
Although the way Drake May is playing, you understand him going for it as well. Here's Parrish on a screen pass out to the 15. And Dyke's going to hand it off again. Out past the 20. Parrish lowering it. Van Dyke to the air on first down. Everybody covered. Van Dyke going to keep it, and play fake for Van Dyke with time, and has
believes in it, but they need to start getting some vertical passing yards. They're lacking explosives.
Just going to keep it on the ground here with Thad Franklin, and he Stillwater.
Statement by Tennessee today, man.
What a job Josh Heupel has done. Downfield, Van Dyke, and the pass on target to Jalen. Almost 40.
A great matchup right here. Going to get on the wheel route with Knight and get it matched up on the linebacker. Cedric Gray, there's that touch pass. Beautifully played.
Completion, and that was a drop. Out of the pistol here, play fake. Van Dyke with pressure coming. Jump ball, and it's dropped.
Held it up there for a while.
All right, so just outside the 10-yard line. Give to Franklin. Knifing his. And the quick hitter off the left side.
He's on this drive.
So on first and goal, Franklin gets the call. Nowhere to go. Gets the push, though. His offensive lineman shoving him towards the end zone. Do they blow it dead? You got a tight end in there at fullback. And Dyke is in at center on this third down and goal play from the 1. And great job previous play. And they're going for it anyway. And it's Van Dyke throwing, and it's incomplete. Because he's going to be doing that probably for the next 15 years.
No question, Dave.
Van Dyke on the run, and that one was in.
Followed Cristobal from Oregon, but
Van Dyke first and 15. Out past the 25 is Ladson.
Situations like this.
On third down and 6, Van Dyke with time. Deep throw to the tight end. And Mallory safety trying to pop it out. 32-yard gain.
And you mentioned it, the true freshman Will Hardy, and that's just a matchup disadvantage, the size.
Again in North Carolina territory. 4th time today, but no points to show for it. Van Dyke steps up, takes off. And inside the 40-yard line. Another pass play. Van Dyke. Wide open, making the catch is the true freshman Skinner. Inside season for the true freshman.
It's a name to keep an eye on. 6'5", 210. Now he's lean. He's got a big frame, huge.
Good football player, just needs to put some rocks in his pocket.
Van Dyke over the middle.
Field and Keyshawn Smith, the best of these wide receivers for Miami. No middle of the field safety. An absolute dart from Tyler Van Dyke. Tony Grimes working on Smith, man-to-man coverage.
Van Dyke in trouble, steps out of there. Good job by Van Dyke, and a nice throw on the run out past the 40. They're going to rule the receiver.
It's on the board here before halftime.
Over 200 passing yards for Van Dyke. Another throw that's on the money, and a broken tackle by Parrish.
At halftime, you're giving it to North Carolina. We know what they can do.
Van Dyke. Again, another open receiver. It's Ladson. Stiff arms his way towards the end of last year. He was the hottest quarterback maybe in the country the last 6 games a year ago. Van Dyke had pressure on his feet. The same guy we saw a couple weeks ago against Middle Tennessee State. Play fake here. Van Dyke in trouble and does well to get out of there. Make sure he
Line, remember, starting guard is out, and they blitz right in that spot with Cedric Gray. Comes completely.
over the middle, inside the 30
into the boundary.
Van Dyke. Mallory with the first down grab inside the 20. Mallory stays in bounds. Another good adjustment by the tight end.
Love this right here. Put him in the boundary, expect man-to-man coverage, drag him across, and you mentioned it. Excellent.
In this game, 1st and goal, plenty of time here for Miami. They can run it if they want, and they do. There's nowhere to go, though. It's all about conference play from here on out. 34 seconds left, and the half. Van Dyke steps up, in trouble, flips it into the end zone for a touchdown.
It's a tough team off the bye week. As you see, Tyler Van Dyke said, Drake May, you want to do that? Well, I'll show you this. A stiff arm of Miles Murphy.
See if they let Van Dyke spin it here. He's got the hot hand. They will on 1st down. Stepping up. Van Dyke gonna run. Takes him a while. And he gets out of bounds.
Saying to a 1 score would be huge.
Still had that timeout. And the catch is made. And out. 2nd quarter taking an hour of real time. Van Dyke over the middle. Clock will stop on a 1st down. And he did. Miami comes back with a run game between the 2nd and 5, Luke's. And Van Dyke will throw it for the first time this half. Over the middle, close to a 1st down is
Parrish here.
Little half roll and an on-target throw for a 1st down to Smith. Now they'll run Parrish, and he's swallowed after a gain of 1. Touchdowns each of his final 6 games of 2021. Long throw here, and
Defensive coordinator. Play a little more coverage here.
Pressure in his face. The ball might have been tipped, but it was caught by Ladson. He doesn't. They didn't get it. It was on 4th and goal from the 1. Van Dyke in trouble, hit and sacked, and a turnover.
Nobody gets the blitzer. Down goes Van Dyke, and a big stop for the Tar Heels on 4th down.
1st down for Miami on the 20. Play action. Van Dyke setting up and checks it down wide open. Is Knighton out of the backfield. Easily gets the 1st down.
And a big pickup with a running back out of the backfield.
Good throw that time by Van Dyke, and how about Mallory with the moves?
Notice they picked the pace up at times here today. I think that's helped them also.
They get the 1st down on the ground. Van Dyke at 331 yards passing and looking for more. Long throw, and again it's on. See what he does here in 2nd and 7. Little swing pass out of the backfield. Parrish. Oh, big hit in the backfield. 4th down for Miami.
I think it's an easy decision. You punt it. We talked earlier, Desmond Evans, so much hype coming in, and you see him get off the football.
The 35-yard line of North Carolina is backed up inside its 20. Van Dyke has the hot hand. Receiver comes free. It's Mallory, the tight end, past the 40. 6, as you saw there, for over 100 yards in this game. Van Dyke to the sideline. Here's Carolina. Up 7, Miami ball, and a dangerous pass that time. Bunch on 4th down. Van Dyke backing up, and Mallory cannot pull it in.
And they brought Gray, and it's an excellent job picking it up by Parrish and Mallory.
All right, Matt, good stuff there. Meanwhile, here, 4th down, Miami going for it. Down 7, Van Dyke on the run. And it's Michael Redding with a great grab. Van Dyke on the move, able to convert to go with 2 touchdowns. Parrish, it's a flea flicker. Van Dyke in trouble. His arm hit.
Eccles got such good speed. Excellent job on the blitz. Let's go back to that. This right here, little flea flicker. Power Eccles times it up.
Also was still inside the pocket. Van Dyke dumps it off to the 30s.
Backing off.
The flight clock inside of 5. They already had to burn 1 timeout. Van Dyke throwing on the run. Nice grab.
Knight.
Bring the tight end in motion. Knighton gets the call, and he fumbles the ball. He got the passing yards for the game. Only 6 points have been scored this half, all by North Carolina. Van Dyke throws it downfield and get it early. We'll see. Van Dyke dumps it off, and nothing there. Loss of 2 on that last play, so 2nd and 12. Van Dyke with time, ball's tipped and incomplete.
Aggressive to try to get pressure in Van Dyke's face.
Van Dyke's been so good on 3rd down, just 1 incompletion, surveying the defense, puts it in there for a 1st down inside the 35-yard line to Smith, who was injured or tipped, and Smith caught it. Now there are 2 North Carolina defenders hurt.
It was tipped. Looked like it was Ritzy 5 on the inside. How about the concentration by Brashard Smith? He trusts his kicker.
Van Dyke taking a shot into the end zone, incomplete. 8-yarder this season, missed a 53-yarder in this game, and they clearly felt that he could make that one. He was just wide. Another shot into the end zone, incomplete. Center for this next play, more than likely.
Jonathan Dennis on the interior has done a nice job stepping in at center. And it was Eccles on a blitz. Saw the hold there. It's a great play on the outside by Tony Grimes. I mean, gets that right hand in. 2
timeouts left for Miami. Clock will stop on 1st down to move the chains. Van Dyke trying to get a chunk of it back. Completion to the 30.
Van Dyke navigating traffic in this formation set.
Van Dyke with time.
Wow, what a grab here by Colby Young. Full extension.
Got to do it quickly, though. And Van Dyke, here's shot number 1 on the fade. And it's a lot to happen in between.
Again, no safety help over there whatsoever in the boundary. It's press man coverage. And boy, talk
out there. They have the 3rd string center in on the last possession. Van Dyke in trouble. Goes to the far side. And
here all day for Van Dyke.
Quick throw by Van Dyke, and it's a 1st down catch past the 25 and out near the 30. Van Dyke, everybody covered. Van Dyke then throws back across his body, incomplete. He was injured in the 1st half out there defensively.
Dangerous play is right. Throwing against his body late, back over the middle. I'm not so sure if Parrish doesn't get a hand on this. This isn't picked.
55, keep that in mind on this drive here. 2nd and 10. Van Dyke over the middle, through the hand. 5 1st downs. North Carolina bringing a little pressure here. Van Dyke to the sideline. Mallory caught. Got to get to the 39 to keep hopes alive of a comeback. Van Dyke, Mallory 1st down, out to the 47. Oh, for Borregales to have a shot. Pressure up the middle. Van Dyke taking a shot behind the receiver.
Right down the field.
2nd and 10 from the Miami 47. 35 seconds left. Van Dyke looking. Everybody covered. Van Dyke trying to create. Dumps it off. And they get out of bounds. Now they're going to snap it on 3rd down with 13 seconds left. Van Dyke. And it's picked off. Intercepted
by Van Dyke in Miami.
He looked rushed after Skinner didn't get out of bounds.
Scaife